On the occasion of the 4th Annual Fire Safety Technology Forum UAE and World Civil Defence Day, fire chiefs from around the world have sent their greetings to the UAE Civil Defence and all those in other countries who are committed to sharing best practices in order to achieve the common goal of safer communities. This forum thanks officers from London, Adelaide, Oxford and Paris for the following video messages.
Assalamu alaikum, and a very good morning to you all. My name is Peter Holland and I am the Chief Fire and Rescue Advisor for the United Kingdom, having served for 42 years in the Fire and Rescue Service. I would like to thank His Highness, Excellencies and my good friend the Major General for their kind invitation for the opportunity to talk to you today, as well as for hosting today's event. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the sponsors for their time and investment in today's event, and for their enthusiasm in the shared development and progress within the Fire and Rescue Service and the wider fire industry. Some of you may remember that I was previously the International President of the Institution of Fire Engineers, and as a previous International President and Chairman of the Board of Directors, it gives me enormous pleasure to congratulate you, Major General, on your award of the Institution of Fire Engineers Fellowship. This award was made in recognition of the improvements you have made to safety, preparedness and response capabilities in your excellent United Arab Emirates Civil Defence Service. This is indeed a truly wonderful achievement which is very well deserved and a most appropriate recognition for you. Colleagues at today's event will, I am sure, recognise the organisational challenges faced by fire and rescue services all over the world for the short, medium and long term. These challenges include funding, the changing nature of the role, how to identify opportunities, and how can we move into new areas using the skills and expertise of our organisations. These challenges offer truly exciting opportunities for us to shape our future, but to do so we need the dedication and professionalism of our colleagues and staff. But also we face challenges of an unseen kind, from those threats to our countries and nations from major incidents. As many of you will have seen in the south of England, there has been flooding on an unprecedented scale. This has involved the largest mobilisation of the Fire and Rescue Service in England since World War II. You may remember in 2005 the massive fire at the oil terminal in Buncefield, and in 2007 the attacks on innocent passengers on buses and the Underground in London. Through our United Kingdom resilience programmes, we make the best preparations we can, but often it will be our Fire and Rescue Service which is at the forefront of that response. Resilience, of course, includes safety in the built environment. I am very familiar with many of the technical and innovative advances in fire safety engineering over the recent period. I wish to congratulate the work of the United Arab Emirates in particular for your foresight in making significant investment in your infrastructure and buildings. These are at the very cutting edge, both in design but also from a fire engineering perspective. When I spoke at your annual Fire Safety Technology Forum last year, I was most impressed by your professionalism and desire to stay at the very forefront of fire engineering, which of course is where you are today. So while today is a celebration of the successes and innovations of today, it is also a recognition of the work needed to continue to grow our services to meet the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. I am tremendously excited by the possibilities this offers, and I look forward to sharing the journey with you. So until we meet again, may I wish you every success for today and for the future. Thank you.
My name is Grant Lupton and I'm the International President of the Institution of Fire Engineers and the Chairman of the Board of Directors of the IFE. It's a great privilege for me to bring you greetings for International Civil Defence Day, which I understand is being celebrated in Abu Dhabi by Dubai Civil Defence. The IFE has many areas of interest that are common to your celebrations today, and we recognise the importance of education and planning in order to build community resilience in the face of disasters and emergencies. For almost 100 years, the IFE have worked with fire and rescue services, fire engineers and other interested bodies around the world to try and raise standards of emergency planning, emergency response, prevention, capability and resilience. And we acknowledge the great work that is being done in your communities to further this cause. I was especially pleased early this year to learn that the UAE is establishing a branch of the Institution of Fire Engineers, and also to have the pleasure of approving the award of a fellowship for the IFE to Major General Al Matrushi. I wish you well today in your studies and considerations, and I'm sure the outcomes of today's event will lead to safer communities in the UAE and throughout the Middle East. On behalf of the IFE, I wish you well, and I thank you for the privilege of being able to speak to you today.
It is a privilege for me to have been asked to say a few words at your conference. And may I start off by offering my sincere congratulations to the Major General on achieving the fellowship status of the Institution of Fire Engineers. When a fire or large-scale civil emergency occurs, it has no respect for the borders of countries. And indeed, when you look at fire, fire does not discriminate. It has the same impact on people, regardless of their race, colour, creed or religion. So therefore, as part of World Civil Defence Day, it is a privilege for me to be the Chief Fire Officer of Oxfordshire Fire and Rescue Service, where I have broader responsibility for emergency planning. That means I work with other people, with the police, with the military, with local government and national government departments, where we all work together to identify the risk, to prepare for those emergencies, and to respond in a timely fashion with the right equipment, with the right people, with the right skills at the right time. And therefore we can work with each other to ensure that the recovery phase ensures that there's a minimum impact on the society and the population who we're here to serve. It is a great shame that I cannot be at your conference this year, but it's been magnificent to watch from a distance how the United Arab Emirates and Dubai has improved the way that your fire protection and your fire response has been set up in the last few years. I hope to be at your conference in years to come, and it will be great for us to share our experiences, to share our good practice, and to ensure that the professionalism of the worldwide bond of firefighters continues to improve and society can be safer. Thank you.
Mesdames et messieurs, first of all, I'd like to notice that it's a great honor for me to address on this forum in Dubai, which represents, to the eyes of the Emergency Network, a major event for the promotion of civil defense worldwide. On behalf of the Paris Fire Brigade, I'd like to thank officially His Highness Lieutenant General Sheikh Saif bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Interior, and Major General Rashid Thani Al Matrushi, General Director of the Civil Defense of the United Arab Emirates, to let me pay tribute to all the men and women giving their lives each day in the world to protect our citizens. The civil protection actors, including firefighters, whether civilian or military, belong to the same unique family who gathers around the same values: altruism, selflessness, and courage. Being a firefighter today means being able to bend an ear to our evolving societies. It means also being able to cope with all those emergencies that can put populations in physical or psychological distress. It means mostly being able to adapt to the evolution of our environment that often makes our response to incidents much more complex and dangerous. These men and women who are daily committed to others appear to be the real wealth of the fire service. Either military or civilian, they prove their generosity, readiness, and dedication, sometimes at the cost of their lives. Therefore, the Paris Fire Brigade, as a military unit under the authority of the Minister of the Interior, is in charge of a permanent mission consisting in an operational commitment to protect the population of this area of responsibility. The 8,600 firefighters of the Paris Fire Brigade perform 500,000 interventions every year to rescue and provide assistance to each person in distress, whatever her philosophy, religion, political awareness, age, or nationality. Paris Fire Brigade's delegations have had the occasion to visit main capital cities, including in the Gulf states. All share the same universal and humanitarian values based on empathy towards the victims and their families, as well as respect for life and willing to assist deprived people. Let me finally make the wish that one day our daily efforts will allow our children to live in a more secure world where civil defense takes a major part in the safety and security of mankind. Thank you very much for your attention.